Health Minister tests positive for coronavirus.
Here's a summary of the article.
Health Minister and Conservative MP Nadine Dorries says she has tested positive for coronavirus. The latest person to die was a man in his early 80s who had underlying health conditions. GPs are warning routine appointments at surgeries may have to stop as the number of coronavirus cases rises. The British Medical Association said routine monitoring of long-term health conditions might have to stop to enable GPs to focus on the sickest patients. Ms. Dorries said in a statement she took all the advised precautions as soon as she was informed of her diagnosis. She added, Public Health England has started detailed contact tracing and the department and my parliamentary office are closely following their advice. Health Secretary Matt Hancock tweeted that she had done the right thing by self-isolating at home and wished her well as she recovers.
This post received a score of 50,153, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than, but she added she was worried about her 84-year-old mother who was staying with her and began to cough on Tuesday. Hoo boy. Oh wow, yeah, that's a bit shit.
One of my main concerns with this virus isn't about getting it, it's about passing it to vulnerable people like my mom. Skeptical smiley face.
Same. My wife and I are in our 30s and perfectly healthy, but my folks are both in their 70s, and both our mothers have diabetes. My wife has a friend and I have a cousin on immunosuppressants due to autoimmune disorders. And that's just off the top of my head. I'm not scared of getting infected, but I'm fucking terrified of passing it on.
I'm on an immunosuppressant for Crohn's disease. The suppressant cuts your immune system to half, but that is still above the threshold for a healthy immune system. Your cousin, assuming she is taking a biologic similar to mine, will be slightly more likely to contract the virus, but will still have a strong enough immune response to fight the virus as well as any person her age.
Humera gang unite.
Whoop whoop. On Entyvio right now. Soon to be on Stelara if my insurance ever approves it.
Just gonna throw this out there, the Stelara manufacturer has a program where you can get the drug for like $5 a dose if your insurance doesn't cover it. The pharma companies don't want you not taking their drug BC your insurance won't cover it. They're willing to front the cost of the drug until your insurance covers it. If your insurance doesn't cover a drug that's prescribed to you, contact the company that manufactures the drug. They will usually work with you to front the cost of their drug when your insurance won't.
The Minister, British Tory MP Nadine Dorries, recently had attended a reception at No. 10 with PM Boris Johnson.
Also speculated, she kissed his ass.
We still just calling it speculation.
No, it's analingus.
I assume they used an alcoholic wipe afterwards as consideration for the next person.
Anyways, that's how I got herpes.
Something tells me we'll be moving to the delay stage in the morning.
We really need to be there already. What's happening in Italy is creeping me the fuck out.
As an Italian, I don't want people to pass from an extreme to another. It's not like there are people dying on the streets and similar stuff, but yes, the situation is very serious right now in northern Italy. No panic, but you're right in being worried. Better safe than sorry tbh. By the way, I'm sure that if we as humanity still manage to contain the spread in some way, the downplayers will say, "See, we told you, it was nothing to worry about," not considering that if that will be the case, it will have been because we took it seriously and stopped it. It would be like extinguishing a small fire that could potentially burn an entire forest and saying that because the small one didn't do much it was nothing to worry about. It looks less and less likely as time passes, but well, there are some positive news coming from China and Korea. At least people don't realize what an exponential spread really means. Numbers can look small for a long time and then blow up in a matter of days. No country can deal with this virus if they let it spread freely, independently of whether old, immunosuppressed or whatever suffer more than others. It simply overwhelms the national health system. I'm personally relatively safe as my whole family can stay at home as we can work from home and all the lectures have stopped, but there are still jobs that require people to physically go to work, unfortunately. I also hope my grandparents won't get it, as if they do they could likely not make it.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.